my name is Rob and welcome to part 2 of my review of every band playing Download Festival 2022. There is a link in the description to part 1 where we went through bands A through K, and today we are going from L through Z. Well, Y actually, because there is no band starting with Z playing this year. How this works is I tell you the name of the band, what they sound like and whether or not I like them, all within about 5 seconds. The purpose of this is so that you can discover some new bands that you may like that you've never heard of before. Let me know what bands you're most excited for in the comments, but otherwise, let's begin. Lacuna Coil. Classic gothic metal with some beautiful vocals from one singer and some very rough vocals from the other singer. Also, what is a Lacuna Coil? Loathe. A metalcore band with a very varied sound. Sometimes they sound more like Slipknot, sometimes they're more progressive and experimental. They're okay, I didn't love them, but I also didn't loathe them. Anyway, Malevolence. A mixture of hardcore, thrash, metalcore and sludge, and it is fantastic. Mariana's Trench. This is the closest thing to a boy band you're going to find at Download Festival. It's pop rock with an emphasis on pop. And I mean, Josh Ramsey's kind of cute, but let's face it, he's no Harry Styles. Massive Wagons. I feel like you really need to emphasise that name. Massive Wagons. A modern-ish band with a very classic rock sound, but it's been updated so it doesn't sound old, if that makes sense. Mastodon. This is the social media site that everyone is going to move to after Elon Musk takes over Twitter. Wait, no, that's not right. It's also a heavy metal band. They're a progressive metal band, which means that sometimes they are heavier, sometimes more like doom metal, and sometimes they're a little bit alt rock. Meet me at the altar, pop vocals with a kind of 2000s punk rock music backing. Megadeth, one of the big four of thrash bands, technical guitar, fast drums, and vocals that go from a low growl to kind of pleasantly high pitched. Also, they did Peace Sells, which is one of the best songs ever, and it's been in my head since I first played Vice City. Modern Era, a very electronica kind of rock band. It was fine, but it didn't set my world on fire. Monster Truck, Americana classic rock with some rough vocals. And I don't mean that in the kind of metalcore rough vocal sense, I mean the singer has a very rough voice. Myles Kennedy. Myles Kennedy is a very talented guitarist with vocals that are somewhere between rock and soul. He is doing both an acoustic set and a set with his band The Conspirators, so you can see him twice. I am not going to review him twice. Napalm Death, a death metal band who in the past few years have become one of my favourite bands ever. Logic Ravaged by Brute Force is just one of my favourite songs of all time. They're very heavy, very fast songs with lyrics that are just above comprehensible. Oh, it just makes some fantastic music. Normandy, rock music with a very heavy electronica aspect. It's the kind of music you don't know if you should dance to or headbang to. Orbit Culture. This band plays that most pleasant of oxymorons, melodic death metal. The guitar is fast, the drums are heavy, and the vocals range from very rough to almost clean. It's really good. Peng Shui? Peng Shui? Peng Shui? Peng Shui? I don't know. Anyway, it's grime punk. It's rap music with some very rough and raw music backing and some strange time signatures. Foxjaw, an alt-rock band. Their lighter stuff reminds me of Block Party, and their heavier stuff definitely moves more into grunge heavy metal territory. Powerwolf, a German power metal band, shockingly, who edge towards operatic music at time. Also, they kind of remind me of Ghost. Press Club, a rock band with punk sensibilities. It's good rock music, but it has the DIY aspect of punk. Red Fang, a stoner metal band with some fantastic riffs and memorable lyrics. I am a massive fan, you should definitely go see them. I was actually wearing my Red Fang t-shirt in the previous video, probably shouldn't have worn it in this one. My bad. Rise Against, a fantastic political punk band with some amazing songs. Salem, a kind of punk-ish band with great vocals. Also, I'm sure I've talked about this band before because I recognise their mascot of the sexy goth girl in the cat suit. Don't know, it's just kind of stuck in my head. I should stop talking. Sepultura, a classic and amazing thrash band who have been around basically forever and just continue to get better. SHINEDOWN, an absolutely huge band that's been going for at least 2 decades and I've just never really listened to them. They are, however, a really good hard rock / metal band, and honestly making this video made me listen to them and I'm really glad about it because they're really good. Skillet!
Are you going to make that dumb kitchen joke again?
No. So everybody's least favourite kitchen tool is also a Christian rock band. They're not bad actually, especially the songs that are not overtly Christian, but actually the Christian songs are kind of the minority. SKINDRED! Reggae punk mixed with hip-hop, electronica and metal elements. It's a big old melting pot of ideas and it makes some phenomenal music. Skind? S-K-Y-N-D? I don't know. Industrial metal that is less focused on the guitar and more focused on her wide range of vocals. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of it. Sleep Token. This is an anonymous band who wear masks to hide their identity. No, not that one. Not that one either. That's the one. So they make music in a variety of styles, from metalcore to gent to kind of more chilled out pop music. Honestly, it's kind of hit and miss whether or not the song is going to be good or not. Spiritbox. This is a metalcore band, meaning that they have clean and rough vocals and that the metal is quite heavy, but it is a very varied band. There's some industrial in there, some beautiful vocals and some electronica stuff as well. It's very varied and I quite like it. Static Dress. Post-hardcore band with some good riffs and some fun, memorable melodies, but the vocals tend to go to the very extremes and it just becomes very unpleasant for me to listen to. Apparently this band is part of the Screamo revival, which I literally had no idea was a thing. Steel Panther, a fun, silly glam metal band that is very 80s. This band is a walking stereotype and they revel in it. Temples on Mars. They're a rock band with a low-tuned guitars, rough vocals kind of sound. Tempt. This band does a lot of covers, and they're like really good covers, but then they're covers. Their own music is kind of decent melodic rock with a very 80s sound. The Darkness. Yes, they did the cheesy classic I Believe in a Thing Called Love, but since then they have evolved and have become a pretty decent metal band. And when Justin Hawkins' vocals are used correctly, they sound incredible. The Fame, a four-piece Australian band who play very accessible, very modern pop rock. It's fine as easy listening music, but I wasn't bowled over by them. The Ghost Inside, a very good metalcore band with fantastic rough vocals and really great guitar riffs. They are definitely on the heavier side of the metalcore spectrum. The Harra. This band calls themselves genre fluid, which I love, and I fully agree with. Between some of their songs, it sounds like an entirely different band. The genres switch between pop punk, alt rock and indie, and they all sound pretty good. The Ingester. This is a bunch of clowns who play fun, heavy horror punk metal. I've noticed this year there's a lot of bands saying that they don't really fit any one genre. This band knows what it is. They play creepy clown metal music. That's what they are. The Last Internationale, a rock duo with stunning vocals and a very political message, and I am here for it. The Raven Age, fast heavy metal with generally clean vocals, which I feel like is very rare nowadays. The Scratch, an Irish folk metal band, which honestly I was not expecting to be on the lineup, but I really loved it. I mean, it's Irish folk metal. You cannot have an issue with it. It's so good. The Velveteers. It's stripped back rock music, but that's not to say it's basic. It just uses the basic elements really, really well. Give them a listen and you'll know what I'm trying to say. Theory, or Theory of a Dead Man. Theory is what they now go by, but originally they were Theory of a Dead Man, and that's what they still get called online. It's confusing. Anyway, this is a rock band who have recently turned more melodic and poppy, which is weird because their lyrics are often about political issues or mental health. Those Damn Crows. A decent Welsh hard rock band with a fantastic singer, but I just can't get over that band name. Every time I see Those Damn Crows, I hear that damn cat. Trash Boat. Mostly it's a pop punk band, but with a bit of a metal vibe. They're pretty good. They definitely weren't trash. Boat. Wait, no, they were. Oh, I've got confused. Twin Temple. This is a satanic doo-wop band. I'm going to say that again. This is a satanic doo-wop band. I didn't know what genre they did when I listened to the first song, Let's Have a Satanic Orgy, and I swear to God, the contrast between the name of that song and the style of music gave me whiplash. Venom Prison. A really good death metal band who apparently are very political, but like, good luck working out any of the lyrics. Volbeat. It's rock music in the style of heavy metal. It's weird. It's fast, it's got really good guitar riffs and heavy drums, but it is firmly rock and roll. Wargasm. This fantastic band name apparently comes from an L7 song, which makes me love it even more. Anyway, it's electro rock, heavy electronica with some rough vocals. It's pretty good. Wayward Sons. An 80s themed hard rock / metal band who actually only started a few years ago. It's weird, you listen to it and you think, oh, they are veteran rockers, but no, they're basically millennials. Wednesday 13, a fantastic horror punk band who then started to move more towards serious metal, and I wasn't a big fan of it, but he's recently come kind of more back towards fun horror punk, which is good because that's the reason I loved him in the first place. Willhaven. I don't know, will they? Anyway, this is a noise metal band who I just didn't really understand at all. Sometimes it's slow and heavy, but it's not really sludge or doom, and sometimes it's faster, but it doesn't really have melodies or riffs I can get into. I don't know, maybe I'm just too old, but I just didn't get it. Yonaka. Technically this is a rock band, although that's a very reductive term. There's elements of electronica and hip-hop and vocals that range from very poppy to more like screamo. It's a very varied band and definitely worth checking out. And that's all of them. That is every band playing Download Festival 2022 at the time of recording, unless they change the lineup. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do remember to click like and subscribe if you liked the video. My name is Rob, and I will see you in another video very soon.